All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. All right, so here he is making his way to the octagon for another heavyweight title defense. This has been the baddest man on the planet now for several years, and he has taken on all comers more often than not, leaving them twitching on the canvas, knockout power for days. The question is tonight, with a challenge like this, can he walk out the way he came in as the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world? Tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with the same height and a similar reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Levine. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 225 pounds. Fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, USA, presenting the challenger, Monster. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, ladies and gentlemen, presenting a reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov!
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready? You ready?
You see that a lot of times with wrestlers versus grapplers, right? The wrestler gets on top. He's got the strong base, and the grappler can't move him. He ends up stuck down there, wasting time. The wrestler starts to advance position and get ground and pound off. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? This is his game. He likes to control his opponent.
Now he's masterful from here.
Oh, he went to a single, switched to a high cross.
Oh!
Nice big takedown. What a technique. What a takedown. Great high impact skill.
You could feel the canvas reverberating here at the ground.
I mean, right there. Boom, 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 boom. It's like me running anywhere, John.
Slips to avoid the right.
Barely missed on an uppercut right here on the inside.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. Nurmagomedov's trying for a Kimura here. And
Turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking to do?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round one. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Somehow stays in the fight. 2 minutes now to go in the opening round. Recovery, man, right back to his feet. Wow.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Ooh. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Single collar tie there. Oh, and he lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's gotta like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the...
Nurmagomedov's going for the arm submission. He might get a finish here.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Wow. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submission.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
10 seconds to go in round one. Going to the body there with the right kick.
Hey, stop! You lost that round. You're losing the fight. You need to get yourself back in it. Shake yourself up. I need you to stand off that stool, ready to go out there and win. You're better than this guy. You have to go out there.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
Yeah, man, you see two high-level grapplers going after it. One guy gets an advantage, the other guy always has a response. We thought it was over. A lesser opponent would have been submitted, but these two are two of the best grapplers in the entire UFC.
All right, single collar tie now.
Massive key to the body land.
Oh, wow, massive uppercut. That will not feel good tomorrow. Oh! Nurmagomedov going for the takedown here, but he misses.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Oh, body kick attempt here, it's no good.
Look at the force behind that leg
And
kick.
both guys really throwing with authority. All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling himself into his shot. Punch goes as the opponent's hand taken for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
All right, has the guard closed here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some...
Now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to... Oh, he might have got it with a choke.
Wow. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. A little cut below that left eye. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount here. Oh, is he an active pursuer of the submission?
An attacking armbar.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Not tapping out tonight. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Starting to do some double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position? Got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke.
might just be a matter of time. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round, saved by the bell. So back to the stool, mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight.
Now we expect that, and we can bore him.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Nurmagomedov gets the takedown there.
On the shot, there you go, single leg.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be
remaining active here in his pursuit of the submission. Another attempt here.
Attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Brilliant submission defense there. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Oh, he tagged him with the punch there, DC. That's an educated left hand.
He's got great timing with his left hand.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
Great timing to land that punch.
Well, one got through. That kick was blocked. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Just out of range with that strike.
Head kick.
Quick level change.
Oh, he went single, rotate head outside this dude for a while. Big slam takedown, that was beautiful.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic. Now he's going to attack the triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch him go parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat, chest to the mat. There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control. Because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Nice 1-2 there. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Take it down, cover. Take it down, cover. Over and over, he secured these takedowns.
Under a minute now to go.
Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Oh, the cut on that cheek is only getting worse. His face is a mess. All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's gonna stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship
The
rounds.
fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. They're so used to fighting up to 3. You gotta get back off that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Quick level change now.
He went single into a high crotch. Oh, he's taking the dude for a ride. Oh, he got him over the top. What a fantastic takedown.
Welcome to the Cormier Express. Somehow stays in the fight. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Man, that cut is only getting worse. Canvas cleanup guy's gonna be busy. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Nurmagomedov's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now.
Oh, wow, oh!
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Nicely done. Just over 2 minutes now to go. Oh, his opponent's squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Side control now.
Down into his mouth.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
Right to side control, yep.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount.
Yep, He's gonna attack armbar here.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Wow. Oh, and there's a land with the kick, so certainly a good sign for him there.
When that's working, you know he's in for a good night.
Well, there's a takedown attempt. No surprise that he would go for it there, but unable to get the fight to the ground.
Whenever your opponent knows that you're going to try to take him down, you have to disguise it. He's going to try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. 20 seconds now remain in the round. 15 seconds to go. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Nurmagomedov gets in the clinch again. This has historically been a good position for him. Let's see how he attacks here. All right, nice job there by the corner after that previous round as our next round gets underway, and their fighter is undeterred. He was close on the submission in the previous round. He's going to get right back to it.
He's like a dog on a bone. He's going to continue to attack, until he eventually gets what he wants. Nice punch here.
And they separate. Good shot there to land the takedown. Nice job by Nurmagomedov. That is a high-level transition to half guard and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Read on the leg strike as he catches it and then returns fire with a punch of his own. So they have got the timing down here at this point of the fight.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
So you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission. Arm triangle. Watch triangle. Watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch it go parallel right next to his opponent.
And he's out. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Close guard. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. Oh, now he stuns him beautifully with the left hand.
The left hand is so accurate, so educated. He's so able to fight from both fighting stances.
Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, feet on the hips here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Close guard. Strong bottom work here. Staying busy. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. Looks like he's trying for a submission now.
Gotta be careful, armbar. got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finisher position.
Not tapping out tonight. Nurmagomedov gets back up, back into his comfort zone. Lands with the kick there, no pad on that foot.
No shin guard. He's taking all of that kick every time he throws.
Well, there it is again. He just continues to keep landing those takedowns, scoring a lot of points. His opponent has showed a pretty good get-up, but not sprawling, not stopping the shot.
He's got to sprawl earlier. He's got to defend a little bit earlier if he's going to stop this guy. This guy is so committed to his wrestling that he will continue to attack him over and over again.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on them.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, we'll see if he postures.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. They're going to throw up triangles. They're going to throw up arm bars. He's attacking arm bar now.
Arm has been isolated, but he picks him up and slams him down.
He lifted him through the air, slammed him on his back, and moved right into side control to get out of danger.
Beautiful job to not just turn defense into offense, but also to end up in a dominant position. All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 50-45, and 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
And still the baddest man on the planet. I know you haven't retired yet, but I don't necessarily want to see you share the octagon with that one.
I mean, this dude is a savage. There is prestige in being called the UFC Heavyweight Champion. He remains that. He is the standard by which all heavyweights are measured.